All right, everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is the first official live stream of Quiz 3. And I have the one and only, the OG guest quiz master who set the flame going in round
It
two,
flamed out so
Makru.
quickly in last season, so quickly.
But yeah, thank you, Mark, for joining.
I'm super excited to be here. I think this is going to be, when you reached out and says we're going to do this live show to announce the matchups, I'm like, ooh, we're going to have fun with this. This is going to be good. So we won't let you all down, I promise.
So before we actually do the matchup, spin the wheel, and it should be a shorter live stream today, I have to ask, why is there no Diamond Dogs this time?
Oh my gosh. One, Mark is a procrastinator. That is one of the biggest reasons. And then my partner, she ended up finding another partner, but I didn't reach out anyway. So You know what? I'm going to be with all the quiz teams. That's my thought. Why do one when I can be an honorary member of all of them? So I will be there in support of everybody. But next season 4, Diamond Dogs makes a return. That's you heard it here first, folks. Diamond Dogs season 4.
Nice. All right, awesome. So yeah, as I said, thank you everybody for joining in. We've got 16 teams, and first of all, if you applied and you were not confirmed, I'm really sorry. I learned my lesson from last year. I could not do this for 6 months. It takes a lot of time preparing the questions.
How many teams were there last season? I can't remember.
There were 25 teams or 26 teams.
I mean, if you just do like the math of like how the bracket's gonna play out.
Yeah. And it was very crazy. Like if it's not like in multiples of like 8, 16, 32 in that order, it's super tough to build a schedule. And the trouble last year was even Sarika was not available. Sarika was out, and like I was so like I was creating questions at 1 a.m. in the night for a
I am still always impressed by your questions. And that's why every time whether I was a quiz master or a team member, I mean, the questions you come up with, I mean, I tip my hat to you, man. It's like, I thought I was good at coming up with quiz questions. I don't hold a candle to your skill.
Thank you so much. It's just love of trivia. Like I love trivia so much. It's a different thing that my friends and family hate me for it. Like we would be watching a movie on Netflix and I would just pause and like, oh, do you know what happened in this movie while the casting was going on? And my wife would be like,
she just looks at you and be like,
just play. I'm like, yes, sorry, I'm sorry. And I'll play. So, but yeah, that's a side effect. But other than that, yeah. But yeah, so as I was saying, I'm really sorry if we couldn't get in your team. I prioritized the first 16 teams that came in, and I had to say no to some teams. But yeah, if you're a team or a person who applied and didn't make it to the top 16 that I've already announced, I'm sorry. Please join in next year. Please be a little faster next year. And I will probably reach out to you individually to have you as a guest quiz master teaching other team members what it makes. What does it take to be actually a winner of this quiz, right? So not kidding anymore. It's going to get tougher. If Bob is listening in, the emojis are going to come back this year. I got a lot of messages from people saying emojis should come back. What's your take on emojis though, Mark?
So I love the emoji game because it is so interpretive. Like I brought that into Mind Maze, actually it was inspired from you. When I saw I think it was the first season of the Quiz Wiz, you used that. And I was like, I love that. And so, and especially there's new emojis all the time. So, I mean, you just constantly get new things you can try and the answers you get. I love that.
Yeah. I remember there was one moment in season 1 where I had something related to, I don't even remember it. It seems that far away. And Chris gave people just started giving such random guesses. I had to trim some of them before even putting the official answers out because I was scared that YouTube policy would give me some answers.
You get in trouble.
Like it's a family-friendly show. I need to be a little subtle
We want
about it.
PG-13 answers only, folks.
Yeah, but that's where we are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and we are going to spin the wheel. We've got 16 teams, and that means we are just going to look at how the matchups play out. The order might not be the same. The order will, of course, depend on the people who are available, but the matchups will stay the same. All right. So let me now share my screen, and
Here we
let
go.
us
Ooh, we got the Wheel of Destiny. The Wheel of Destiny.
Right. So we've got the teams, and I'm not sure if everybody knows who are the team members in these teams. So I will briefly talk about those team members as well. But let's see which is the first team that gets a chance to hit on the other first team. If we are able to make this the first match, we'll see. All right. The first
Let's
team
see
is
here.
Emojicon.
Speaking of emojis, right? Speaking of emojis.
Yes, your previous
Emoji
partner,
cones.
by the way, Mark. Victoria
Oh,
and
you know what?
Tamanna.
She let go of the person letting her like pull her back. You know, I think her and Tommy they're gonna be top spot. I know it.
Nice, nice. So Emojicons, you're the first pick. Let's see who your opponents are.
Let's just make sure it's not the reigning champs, right?
Ooh, it's not, but
Nothing.
it's a very strong team. Nothing but
All right,
funk.
so who's nothing but funk? I want to know who are our players.
So the person with the most funkiest name in the Atlassian ecosystem, John Funk himself.
Of course.
And Theodora. So Theodora and John Funk is nothing but funk.
See, I want both teams to win. This isn't fair. This isn't fair.
The first matchup is a very strong matchup. Emojicons versus. This is going to be crazy. Nothing
to
but
Andy's
funk.
point in the comments, start getting your bracket game going, folks.
Oh,
start
yeah.
laying these out. Seeing who do you think?
Yes. All right. Let's look at the next team.
All right. Next matchup, we've got
the Connectors. Okay, this is actually I think one of those newer teams because they've not been in here in last year. This is
they don't know
Fede's
what to expect, do they? They're like, let's try this.
This is Team Dizer. This is coming in all the way from Spain. This is Fede Baronti's team, which is going to take on. Let's see who the opponent.
Let's see.
Is.
They're running on a high from last week. I mean, we were in Barcelona last week, so they're running on that high. Maybe they'll have it what it takes.
Yeah.
Against Pi Day, it looks like. Ooh.
The Pi Day team. Yeah, that's Piyush has been in the quiz for I think almost 2 years. He's done this earlier also. And they were a very strong team last year. So Piyush, who's also a community leader, and Vivek, who's also a community leader, based out of India. So yeah, looks like
there we go.
I mean,
we've got two strong teams. I mean, again, this is going to be. It's going to come down to the quizmaster here and the type of questions that you pull out.
Yes. All right. So we've got Emojicons versus Nothing But Funk, and we've got our second team as well, Connectors versus Pi Day. All right, let's look at the next matchup.
Next matchup, who do we have? The guessing gurus. All right, who's in our guessing gurus? You're going to leave me guessing, I imagine.
No, actually, so there's a very interesting story about the guessing gurus. The original team from last year split into two teams this year from Germany. So Dave Wunsch from Descartes, if I'm not wrong. Dave has actually split his team, which was with Jens last year, and formed a new team called the Guessing Gurus with Michelle.
Interesting. Dave, he was on a strong team last year, so I mean,
he was.
This will be interesting. Oh,
yeah.
All right, so Guessing Gurus. Let's see who they are going to be up against. Oh, is it Pete?
Meet Pete. So Meet Pete is the team based out of India / Germany again. This is Ajay, Emmanuel, and John. this was, I think, called Taikudam Bridge last year, if I'm not wrong. They've
Oh,
renamed their team this year. They're both community leaders. They're both from a company called View 26
and I
marketplace
think they
partner
have
team.
it's Pete must be a thing because I think I saw them last week
Yes,
in Barcelona.
yes.
They all had the Meet Pete
Meet
shirts
Pete
on.
t-shirt.
So there we go.
Yes.
See, memorable.
Yeah. So good job, Ajay and John. You've got a great team name. You've changed it, and you've got a good competition coming your way. All right.
Guessing Gurus and Meet Pete. So now let's get to the next group.
Ooh. Brian. Ops Genius is the next matchup. And Ops Genius is, of course, Brian Cafe and Aaron Gieser. Another community leaders group.
Yeah.
And
that's fantastic.
I don't know what their opponents are
Brian,
going to do.
I know you're on. I can see that you're on the chat here. You ready for this? You ready?
Ooh.
Oh, snap. We've got some barbecue and coffee in the house.
Brian, is going to be
I still believe in you. I still believe in you.
This is going to be tough. They are the defending champions.
They are. They are
the defending champions.
You've got Ed and his coffee.
Edison's barbecue. Nikki and her coffee.
Oh, Nikki and the coffee. Yes, that's it. You got Edison's barbecue. You got Nikki and her coffee. I mean, that's a tough matchup there. So I believe in you, Brian. I believe in you.
Yeah, Brian and Aaron, if you win this matchup, you're in the top seed. You'll automatically kick out the
And also,
team.
I will say that, for Ed and Nikki, you guys can't lose on the first round, but
you can't.
It's going to be a tough game.
Yeah.
Got to defend that belt.
Yeah, of course, that belt. So last year, what we did was, since King Bob was the winner of season 1, I put him on round 1 first matchup. And I said, because you're the king, you have to defend your crown against whoever is the defending team. So Bob was like, no, but why first match? What if our team gets, kicked out? I was like, no, I believe in you. I think you're a good team. And they lived up to the hype. They made it up to finals. Only on the last question, I believe, Barbecue and Coffee won. But it's going to be an amazing matchup of geniuses. Best of luck. Barbecue and Coffee, you knew you had a target painted on your back. So everybody is coming for you.
Ever since that belt came in your possession.
Yeah.
Brian, will your team take it? We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah. All right. Let's look at the next team.
Ooh. Hamburg Drop Bears.
Yes. Hamburg Drop Beer Club is Oliver and Jan. Again, returning team from last year. Great show last year. Made it to, I think top 16. They crossed the top 16. They made it to semifinals, I believe. But great team. And let's see who their opponents are.
Let's see. They're going to have beer, so I'm already rooting for them a little bit. I'm just saying. But it depends on who they get.
Ooh, again a strong matchup. Glitz and Glam is Laura Holton and Fun Man Andy.
Oh, this is gonna be one for the ages at this point.
Oh yeah.
I can just imagine. See, the fun thing about that one will be all the dialogue that happens in the actual session.
Yeah. This is going to be definitely a good match. Laura and Andy, Andy was brilliant on the first edition. Second edition, I believe he crossed the first round, but then couldn't make it past the second. So there's some avenging that they have to do. So best of luck, Andy and Laura, and the team from Hamburg Drop Beer Club, Oliver and Jan.
As long as they bring the beer. That's what I said.
As long as they bring the beer.
All right. Let's look at the next matchup.
The next team is the Pink Panther. Nice. Pink Panther again, returning team, Chris and Kate from Epps Vio team. Very strong performance last year. And they're back again this year. Let's see who their opponents are.
Let's see who it's going to be. It is
The last
just
moment.
over,
It's
just
Vault
over.
Tech 8080. It's Jens Kisters and Stavros. Again, as I said, the team between Dave and Jens split into two teams this year. And
So
Jens
this
and
is the other
Stavros,
side of it.
this is the other side of it. So it's going to be the Pink Panther versus Vault Tech 8080.
Oh, I love it. I love it. It's going to be, it sounds like this one's going to be a big test too for Voltec. I mean, brand new team, new dynamics. Let's see if they can pull it out on this one.
Yes, definitely. All right.
4 teams to go.
4 teams to
I
go.
know. I've already seen Bob on here. He's like, when's my team playing? He's waiting. He's waiting.
He'll still have to wait because the next team is Team Roku. Of course, Team Roku is formed of Daryl Lee, and Inayat Navi. A new team this year. Daryl, of course, has been a community leader long time. I think he was there in season 1, did not participate in season 2, and came back for season 3.
I love that. I love it. Also, fun fact: Daryl got a giant roller coaster Lego in Barcelona last week, and I still don't know how he got it back home. I'm still have that open question.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that picture, and I was like, "How did he make it back with that on a flight?" That is something that I want to do.
Sitting there in the seat,
But like Daryl, if you're listening, thank you for adding me. So what Daryl did was he knew I was having a major FOMO. He held a brain date, and he actually added a Zoom on it while he was at Team 24. So I was able to join in.
You were able to join in on the fun. See, that's awesome.
Yeah, I think that's just community leaders, helping another community leader remove his FOMO. That's what
I love that.
But it was super fun. So yeah, let's look at who the opponents of Team Roku is.
All right, this is going to be, and then the last group. We know who the last group it is.
Yes.
Is it?
It
Avengers Unite.
Friendships are going to be tested. Rodney Nissen and Robert.
This is a tough one here.
Rodney Nissen and Robert Venn.
This is again. We've got some great matchups this season. I mean, you can't. I mean, the thing is, to your point, you're going to get people who are going to have to pick a side, and it's
of course
fun. They're going to
definitely
fresh meat. There you go.
And
it is what it is, right?
What's also interesting is the final match is going to be Underdogs versus Royal.
Ooh.
So Underdogs, the Royal, of course, is another community leader group, Astrid and Yanko. And they are going to fight the Underdogs, which is Alok's team. Alok was also, I think, in season 1. He was there in season 2. Very strong performance. I think he lost on a last question during somewhere around the semifinals. Great team, but I think this is again going to be a very strong match because Astrid and Yanko have proved in the seasons in last year that they're a very strong team to beat as well.
Now here's the thing, Sajid. I think past performance for all of these wonderful teams that we've talked to is not going to save them because, as you said earlier, you've got some brand new questions this season.
Yes.
Next level questions. So people should get cocky here. You can't be like, I'm thinking about, Ed and Nikki. You won the belt last year.
Mm-hmm.
It may not save you this year because it's a whole new challenge this time around.
Yes. It's a whole new challenge. It's we've split the Atlassian Learning and Trivia this year. So Atlassian Learning, as you know, now runs on the Are You Smarter Than a Jira Admin? Are You Smarter Than a Confluence Admin series? So that's purely learning. This is purely banter, purely fun, purely trivia. So there is no advantage that you might have had last year because you were a good Atlassian consultant. Belt is purely on your knowledge.
Anybody's game. And I think that's what's going to make season 3 the top of them all.
Yes. It's going to be amazing. And like I'm really looking forward to it. One major change that we're also doing this year, Mark, is because we've got such great feedback for the AYSTA series, the Are You Smarter Than Jira Admin or Confluence Admin series. We are bringing in audience participation. So not only the two teams or four people who will be playing the quiz, there would be a quiz parallelly going on for the people watching the live stream as well.
Oh, that's super cool. You're going to have some people who could be just winners on the side because guess what?
Yes.
They're able to participate. And I love that.
Yes.
So people like myself who was lazy and procrastinated can still participate.
Yes, they can still participate, and most importantly, they will try to maintain a leaderboard. We'll try to see if we can have a season's winner for, like, whoever is the most amount of top place leaderboard holders in at the end of the season. Then maybe we could do a prize for that person as well, like,
I like that.
standing on the sidelines,
but
but
can
still
you continue on and build up some points?
yes. Yeah, but that's what it's going to be. We are going to now reach out to all these teams, organize their schedule in the next coming weeks. Keep a lookout on the channel is.atlassian.com/quizwiz. If you've not joined the channel yet, please join. It's a brilliant learning / fun narrative. I've got an amazing team of people running the Are You Smarter Than Jira Admin series, Are You Smarter Than Confluence Admin series, and a surprise that is going to be revealed soon enough for December.
Ooh.
Courtesy Funman Andy.
Just in time for the holidays, right?
Oh yeah, just in time for the holidays. So it's going to be a season that we've not a season. It's going to be a live stream we've not done on a specific Atlassian tool, which always gets the most amount of love apart from Jira and Confluence. So of course we're going to do a surprise thing there. But yeah, the matchups are set, so we are still looking forward to see how it goes.
Well, let me just say this. Best of luck to all of the teams out there. Y'all gonna need this because this team here, they've got you on the walls. You're gonna have some great questions, and you just got to be ready to go.
Yeah. So Andy actually makes an interesting point. So 1970s Brothers is a group that has been there for a while in our Atlassian community, and they're actually going to fight each other, Robert and Daryl.
Oh, this is going to be, again,
Yeah.
one for the ages here in this one.
Yeah, definitely.
I love it.
Oof. All right. Yeah, thank you everybody for joining. As I said, this probably just be a 15-20 minute session. Thank you, Mark, for joining in.
Thanks for having me.
We'll post out the schedule after talking to the teams. As I said, if you haven't yet, please go ahead and but join the community at ace.atlassian.com/quizwiz. We've got an event on 22nd or 25th this month, which is Rodney, Nissen, and Theodora. It's on 25th. Yeah, I just checked. Yes, 25th, Rodney, Nissen, and Theodora doing Are You Smarter Than a Jira Admin, or Are You Smarter Than a Jira Guy himself? Right? That's on this month. So test that out, test your skills, get your Atlassian certification coupons, and give those exams and, get those badges next to you.
I love it.
Right,
I love it.
That's it. And anything else? Any closing comments, Mark?
Like I said, good luck to all our teams. May the winds flow in your favor, but be ready to go. Season 3 is here.
Best of luck to everybody. Thank you, Mark, for joining in. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Brian. Everybody in the chat who stayed on for this, so that we have proof that I do not rig matchups when it comes to it.
Proof. You gotta hold a newspaper up now too. No.
Oh yeah. But yeah, thank you everybody, and I'll see you soon.
Bye, y'all.
Thanks, guys.